So, good day students. So, ang gagawin natin, continue natin yung topic natin kahapon, no? So, we are done with example number 1 and example number 2. Okay, so ngayon sasagutan natin yung example number 3 and example number 4. So, what have you noticed about the example 1 and 2, no? And 3 and 4? So, sa 1 and 2 kahapon, that is what we call the divergent series. But in number 3, that is what we call the convergent series. So, how can we add or find the first eight term of the convergent series, which is 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus the fourth term, fifth, until we get 8, no? So, paano natin i-add yun? Actually, it is the same formula as the divergent sequence, no? But, of course, it is more difficult than example number 1 and 2 kasi usually kapag fraction, ayaw ng students. So, ano nga pala, no? Kapag sinabi nating convergent series, it means the common ratio of the geometric series is fraction, no? Or what we call the proper fraction, because it should be less than 1 but greater than 0. No? Ayun yung tinatawag nating proper fraction. Kasi kapag improper fraction, ano pa rin siya? Divergent. So, kapag sinabi natin convergent, makikita natin dun sa ating series ay pababa, no? Yung divergent kasi pataas. So, how can we solve the divergent series? No? So, same as example 1 and 2. So, gawin natin, kunin natin yung given. So, given our a sub 1 is 64. So, that is 64. Next is common ratio. Okay, so how can we find the common ratio? Same as example number 1 and 2. We have to divide the consecutive term. So 32 divide 64. That is equal to 1 half. No? So 1 half. Okay, so yung students nalilito pa rin dyan. Paano naging 1 half yan, sir? No? So 32 over 64. So kasi ano raw sila nung elementary nung grade 6 or grade 5, parang modular. Pandemic time nila. Kaya hindi raw nila alam kung paano mag-simplify. So, ang ginagawa ko ninyong greatest common factor, we know that 64 is 32 times 2. And 32 can be written as 32 times 1. So, we can cancel 32. And that is 1 half. O kaya 1 half yun. Okay, so sa mga students na ano na lang kayo magtawag dito. Search, no? Maraming nagtuturo niyan kung paano mag-simplify ng fraction. Okay, so siguro sa mga susunod na video, magagawa tayo ng mga videos about how to simplify a fraction. Okay, so 1 half. Next is our n. Of course, n is the number terms, or in geometric series, the number of terms that we have to add. So for from the first term to the eighth term, so this is 8. Okay, so same as the formula of divergent sequence or series, we have S sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied by 1 minus r raised to n over 1 minus r. So let's replace the value of n. So we have S sub 8 is equal to, it means the sum of 8 terms is equal to the first term, which is 64, multiplied by 1 minus, our r is 1 half. So, lagyan natin ng parenthesis, raised to 8. So, this is 8. Gawin natin bracket. Okay, kasi may parenthesis sa loob. So, gawin natin bracket yan. Over 1 minus 1 half. Okay, kasi yung r natin is 1 half. So, we have S sub 8 is equal to, so copy first the first term, which is 64. Then, proceed tayo dito. 1 minus 1 half raised to 8, it means we have to multiply 8 1 halves. Diba? So, i-multiply natin siya. So, paano ba mag-multiply ng fraction? So, magkakaroon tayo ng 8 na 1, ang tawag dito, 1 half. So, how to multiply fraction? Ang ginagawa lang, of course, multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So, it means we have to multiply 8 1. So, 1 times 1 times 1 hanggang 8. Of course, that is equal to 1 kasi kahit infinite yan na 1 i-multiply mo. That is 1. Okay, so this is 1 and 2, 8 twos. So, ibig sabihin, multiply tayo ng 8 2. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. So, meron tayong 256. Okay, over 1 minus 1 half is, of course, 1 half. Okay, yung ibang students, nalilito pa rin dyan. Paano naging 1 half yun? No? So, minsan, pinapaliwanag ko. 1 kilo, bawasan mo ng kalahating kilo. Siguro pag ano, mas naiintindihan nila. Pero syempre, paano nagsasubtract ng whole number ng fraction sa whole number? No? Most especially kung 1 lang yan, ang ginagawa lang dyan, kinakopy yung denominator ng sinosubtract. Kasi sa pagsasubtract ng fraction, kailangan similar fraction. If we say similar fraction, it should be same denominator. Okay, so yung 1 pwede natin sulat as 2 over 2 minus 1 half. O, sige, lagay na lang natin doon para mas naintindihan. Okay, yung 1, pwede natin isulat yan na 2 over 2 minus 1 half. O, bakit ginawang 2 over 2? O, kasi nga, hindi tayo nakapag-subtract ng fraction, no? Kapag magkaiba sila ng denominator. So, alam natin lahat ng number or ng fraction na same yung numerator at saka denominator is equal to 1. No? Except 0 over 0. No? Pero sa lahat ng number, 2 over 2 is 1. So, ayun yung pinalit natin sa 1. So, S sub 8 is equal to, so, dalawa, paraan naman pwedeng gamitin natin dito. Pwede natin tong i-distribute, no? Doon sa dalawang term, dito sa 1 at saka 1 over 56. Or pwede natin tong gawing 256 over 256. So, gawin muna natin yung katulad nito. So, copy per 64. So, 1 can be written as, dahil ang denominator ng sinosubtract natin, 256. Pwede natin isulat yung 1 as 256 over 256. That is equal to 1. Di ba? Sabi nga sa fraction, same numerator and denominator is equal to 1 except 0 over 0. Okay, so this is 1. So, kaya natin ginawa ang ganon para masubtract natin itong 1 over 256. So, meron tayong 1 over 256. Sulat lang muna natin. Then, perform na natin to. 2 minus 1 is 1. Then, copy the denominator. So, ganun yung rule sa pagsasubtract ng fraction or pag-add. Now, we have to subtract the numerator, then copy the denominator. Kaya bawal siyang isubtract kapag magkaiba ng denominator. Hindi mo alam kung ano ikakopy mo. Okay. So, S sub 8 is equal to, pwede na natin i-subtract to. So, copy first the 64. 64, 256 minus 1 is 255. 255 over, copy the denominator, 256. Okay? Over 1 half. Okay, so pwede na naman natin to i-multiply dito. 64 times 255. No? Or pwede natin i-simplify. Ako kasi usually sin-simplify ko na lang yan. Kasi yung 64 divisible dito or isang factor ng 256. So ibig sabihin kung may 64 doon, no, 255. Yung 256 kasi that is equal to 64 times 4. No, kaya pwedeng ma-cancel 'yun. Ang matitira, so dito natin ipagpatuloy. S sub 8 is equal to, pwede nating sabihin 255 over 4. So, ayun na yun. Kasi na-cancel na natin yung 64 dito. Tapos yung 64 na factor ng 256, na-cancel na rin natin. Which is, ang matitira, yung 4. No? So, eto na siya. All over 1 half. So, that is all over 1 half. Saburahin ko lang to. Next. So, S sub 8 is equal to, pwede natin isulat yung iba kasi nalilito kapag ganyan. Pero may, ano dyan, no? May pattern. Mapupunta lang to dun. Multiply to dito. Ito naman sa 1, sa 4. Okay? Pero yung iba, no? So, ganito yan tinuro dati. 255 over 4. Alam natin, ito yung buong numerator dyan. Ito yung buong denominator. So, alam natin na yung fraction is also a division. No? So, pwede natin isulat yan as 254, ito yung numerator. At 255 over 4, yung numerator. Divided by yung 1 half. Yung denominator natin, 1 half. Okay? So, how can we divide the fraction? So, if we divide fraction, we just copy the dividend. So, that is 255 over 4. Then, we have to proceed to multiplication. Di ba? Ganun yung tinuturo dati ng teacher. Then, the reciprocal of the divisor. That is 2 over 1 or 2. Okay? So, we know that 2 is divisible by 4. So, pwede natin kasi factor yun ng 4. Yung 2 times 2. So, ang matitira dito, 2. Kasi yung factor ng 4, 2 times 2, makakancel yung 2 doon. Dito magiging 1. So, ang pinakasagot, S sub 8 is equal to 255. 255 over 2 kasi 1 na yun eh. Okay? So, ito yung pinakasagot niya. So, pwede niya rin i-ano yan, no? Kung gagawin natin yung mixed fraction, that is equal to 70, tama ba? 175. Hindi, 125 rather. 127 point 127 and 1 half, or in decimal, that is 127.5. Okay, so ayun yung sagot dyan. So, to justify, no, pwede naman nating mano-mano, no? Kung mano-mano gagawin natin dyan, ganito yung gagawin nyo sa calculator. So, divide lang natin sa to para makuha natin yung mga next term. Kailangan natin ng 8 term, di ba? So, ang sunod, of course, yung 8. 8 divide 2 is 4. 4 divide 2 is 2. 2 divide 2 is 1. Ilan na to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. O, isa na lang. Plus 1 half. Yun. Kapag inad mo yan, ang sagot yan ito. 27 and 1 half. Okay? Kaya lang minsan ang lumalabas dyan sa calculator, ganito, decimal. No? Tapos walang ganito minsan sa calculator. Kaya pwede nyo isulat dyan sa calcu. 1 divide 2. No? Ganun. Okay? Pero same lang rin yan dito. Okay? So, pwede nyo yan i-check. So, ayun. So, same lang din, no? Same lang. Medyo matagal lang siyang isolve kasi nga fraction, mas nahirapan yung bata mag-isip pag fraction. So, kaya kung may kapatid kayo na LM, no, dapat sanayin nyo sila sa fraction. Kasi yung usually, no, ayon sa pag-aaral, yung mga batang magaling sa fraction ng elementary, sila yung nag-excel dun sa sa high school. Okay? So, next natin, pwede nyo sagutan yung number 4. Ito. No? Number 4 is a different story. No? Kasi nakalagay dito, infinite terms. Okay, kaya medyo iba siyang isolve, iba yung formula. So, mamaya, ituturo ko sa inyo kung paano nagbago yung formula niyan mula dito. Okay? So, but for now, pwede kayong mag-search. Okay? So, ayun lang. Kung may tanong, pwede kayong magsabi dyan sa comment, mag-type. Bye.